Hello, everyone. It's hard to believe that last year at this time, our churches were closed. There was no gathering on Palm Sunday for a procession where we waved our palm branches and sang hosannas and then listened to the Passion as we always do on that day. You were only allowed to come to church in your cars to drive by so you could pick up your palms. But this year, we were able to gather in church. And even though we couldn't have a procession because of COVID guidelines, we were able to begin Holy Week together. So here we are at the beginning of Holy Week, a week that we enter with reverence and devotion, a week that we embrace with prayer and reflection. To celebrate Holy Week is to celebrate the ultimate meaning of our whole Christian life. We must slow ourselves down during this week and make some serious choices so that this week doesn't go by without our taking time to enter into its meaning. During Holy Week, we celebrate Christ's Paschal mystery, his passion, death, and resurrection. And we are reminded once again that our life has meaning beyond the here and now. We have a future that is eternal, and all the love, relationships, and bonds that we create in this life will endure forever. That's what we remember this week. So let's be sure to walk this week with Jesus. Together, let's walk through the days of Triduum, this 3-in-1-day celebration that begins on Holy Thursday and ends on Easter Sunday. There is so much for us to grasp in one day that these sacred events take place over 3 days so that we may enter fully into the mysteries that we celebrate. Come and join us at St. Mary's in Amro at 7 o'clock as Lent ends and we begin the great days of Triduum on Holy Thursday. The liturgy on Holy Thursday is our entrance into these 3 days. This liturgy ends with a procession in our cars from St. Mary's Amro to St. Mary's in Winneconne. Did you know that we have been doing this procession from Amro to Winneconne since 2012? It has become a special tradition of our parishes, and we have had as many as 50 cars in that procession. Come and be with us as we transfer the Blessed Sacrament from Amro to an altar of repose in Winneconne and close the evening together with night prayer. The next day is Good Friday. You may remember that last year on Good Friday, we had a procession down Main Street in Amro and Winneconne, and we've invited you to follow along in your cars because our churches were closed during Holy Week. This year, we decided to do that procession again, only this time we are inviting you to walk with us in procession. We'll do that 2 hours before the service on Good Friday in both churches. So we'll meet at church at 11 a.m. in Amro and 4 p.m. in Winneconne and pray the Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory Be as we process down Main Street and back. Then we'll meet at church again for Good Friday services at 1 p.m. in Amro and 6 p.m. in Winneconne. Our celebration of the great 3 days of Triduum reaches a climax on Holy Saturday. This is the night of all nights. This is the night we celebrate the victory of life over death. Jesus has died and is now risen. We begin at 8 p.m. in Winneconne with the lighting of the fire and our new Easter candle. Baptize and confirm our new members, open our trunk and take out the A word that we haven't sung for 40 days, and then share in the Eucharist together. It is a great night of celebrating new life and resurrection. The Triduum ends and the days of Easter time begin on Easter Sunday. We proclaim together that Jesus is risen and living among us. Be sure to come to church this week and let's walk these Triduum days together. Remember, the keeping of these days is what makes us Christian. Little by little, the keeping of these days transform us into the very likeness of Jesus Christ. No other walk can promise you that. May this be a very holy week for you and your family.